Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22 tutorial. In today's episode we are going to be showing you how to add some farm life to our farm. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this roller, which we are not going to use. We had a little outtake there because we slept and our plants kind of sprouted, so we can no longer use the roller. Which is, it's sad, but it's okay. We're only going to achieve about an 80% growth rate on our crop of corn here. And keep in mind, whenever you need to roll a field, it needs to be done before the corn sprouts. Or before any crop sprouts. Or else you're just going to ruin the crop. I mean, we have crop damage turned off. But still, the system will not allow you to roll the field if the crops have sprouted already. So like I said, in today's episode, we are going to be adding some farm life, in particular pigs. I love doing that little jump there. And we're going to show you how to be a pig farmer. Which, this is pretty exciting because I think pigs are pretty cool. And we are going to set up our little farm here, which, like I said, I'm really excited about. So I think we're going to go ahead and use this portion of land here to set up our pigs and our cows and our livestock, because it's close to our farm. Now, to do this is very easy. We need to enter into the building menu. But first we need to check our money, because we are low on funds. We are in the red these last 2 months, $8,238 and $2,123. So we only have about $187,000 left. So let's go ahead and get into our building menu. We can do that by, let's get out of this so that we can stop that sound. We're going to hit the P. And the building menu looks like this little hamburger thing down here. And we're going to go to construction. And you see here we have multiple different categories that allow us to build and add to our farm. Now the controls for these are pretty the mouse wheel goes in and out. As you can see, our cool guy there. A, D, W, and S. They kind of scroll around the map. And then Q and E will be your how to turn your map. So you can get your animals situated. We are gonna, I like it when things are lined up, so we are probably gonna line it up like this next to our field so it's nice and straight. And we're going to go ahead and get our pig farm in here. So we're going to go over to the animal tab. And we are going to go over to pigs. And I am going to purchase the largest pigsty that I can purchase. I'm not going to place it too close to the fields here. Because we need space for the AI to kind of do its work. So I will actually, let's try to line it up like this and see what looks best. So here you can see it shows us where the fencing is going to go. And this looks pretty good. This looks like it'll give us enough space. These little, I can't show you with the scrolling thing because it'll make me move the thing, but the little things that we have here, those little golden things that kind of look like a little UFO there, they will allow us to load food inside our pig pen, as well as it will allow us to get the manure out, etc. So we're going to go ahead and place this. This looks like a good area. And there we have it. We have our next pig pen. our pig pen. So we're going to get out of here. And now you can see we only have $23,000 left. But thankfully we have not taken out a loan yet. So we should still be in good shape. Now let me show you really quick. There is a demolish option or a sell option to sell. We could sell it for $164,000, but we just placed this, so we don't need to do it. We could rename it like Piggly Wiggly, but we don't need to do that either. And yeah, this looks like it's gonna be in a decent spot for us. Let's just take a quick look. I'm not sure what the demolish button does, but I don't want to push that just in case. Okay. So let's get on foot here. As you can see, we have our pigsty, but it doesn't come with animals. So in order to get to the animals, you're going to run over here to the animal menu. This little paw print here, and it's going to allow you to order some animals. But first, let's get to all the little crevices. This allows you to come in here, check on your pigs, open up some windows. Let's close this up. This is a little temperamental here. You can also open this door and it allows you access to the main area. Although you can also just jump over the fence. We'll get this closed. I haven't done too much experimenting with the pigsty yet because I just haven't played that much with it yet. But I'm not sure if the animals can escape or not. But we're going to figure that out in some of these episodes. Over here we have a kind of little, I guess we'll call this a little office here. Kind of, this doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of a cool little space here. Let's see, what does this do? Closes the door, opens the door. So that's just our little office, I guess we'll call it. And this is actually where, when we have animals, this is where the slurry comes out. Now slurry is just a form of poop. It's a liquid form that the pigs make, and you can use this as a one-step fertilizer to your field. And as you can see, it tells us the pigsty large has 0 animals, the health is at 0%, food 0%, slurry, etc. So we're going to open up our animals. And you can see we have no animals yet. So to purchase animals, we can do 2 things. We can go over to the animal menu here, or we can push P and go to the animal dealer here, and we can buy animals here. It's essentially the same thing. So we'll just do it with the animal dialogue here. Now you have 2 options for buying pigs. You can get baby pigs, which aren't able to reproduce. These are 0 months old. For a pig to be able to reproduce, it's got to be 8 months old. So these are a little bit cheaper, but they cannot produce for several months. The more expensive ones, these are already 6 months. So these come in 2 months, they'll be able to reproduce. So we're going to grab the ones that are already able to reproduce. Now, besides the slurry and besides the fertilizer, pigs don't really do anything. You pretty much just sell them for profit, and they reproduce fairly quickly. So we're going to buy these for $1,150. And we'll buy the black peed for $525, $1,050. And then we will buy the Berkshire for the same price, $1,150. I kind of like these black pigs. I like them. They look nice. So if you read the little text, it says pigs can be sold for a profit. Pigs eat nearly anything. You can feed them corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sorghum, and sugar beets. Additionally, they require water. This animal has reached its breeding age. Animals that are healthy or older than 6 months can reproduce. So when you order a pigsty this size, let's go ahead and buy these first. You don't actually have to provide water. It waters the animal automatically. Let's go back over to our building menu and I will show you in the construction. If you were to have bought this basic pigsty here, you would have to provide them with water, which is water and food. But since we bought the large pigsty, water is included. Now you can see we have our little Piggly Wigglies. Aren't they cute? We can go up and we can see a little bit about them. 6 months old. And now we can actually go to our menu here and our animal menu, and these will show up in the animal menu. So this will also give us the pen information, the conditions, and what they need. So in order to reproduce, pigs need straw and food. Now let's focus on the food first. We're going to go ahead and there's two ways to do this. So first we would go to our store. We are pretty low on funds, 19,000, so hopefully this next harvest of corn comes in very handy. Alright, we are at our store. So there are two different options here for feeding pigs, and I'll show you. So we're going to hook up our trailer here. We're going to need it. There we are, we're all hooked up, and we're going to go ahead and push that P button, and we're going to get a big bag of pig feed. So we'll scroll over. It tells us wheat is for the chickens, obviously. It shows you little pictures of what it needs, and this is pig food. So pig food is a perfectly balanced mixture of food for your pigs that comes everything you need that they need to stay healthy. So we're going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. Okay. Now if you don't want to pay for the pig food because it is expensive, then let me show you what else you can do here. You can go over to your menu here and you can see what they need. They need a base food. So a base food would be, the base food would be like, trying to think here. So root crops would be potatoes, etc. Protein would be sunflowers. Grain would be barley. And the base food I'm guessing is, let's see. I actually don't know. That's a good question. The base food would be corn, I'm guessing. That would be, yeah, the base food is corn. So corn or a crop like corn. So you can actually do these out by yourself. You could feed it, put some root crops in there, put some protein in there, which would be sunflowers, put some grain in there. And you can do that way. As we're going to show you when we farm the corn, that's going to be our base food. We can actually take our own food that we plant and harvest and feed it to our pigs to help them reproduce. But we're going to go ahead and just use the pig food for now to show you how this operates. So we're going to go over and get our loader, our tipper here filled up. And this is the same way by pushing R. This is a big tipper for these needs. but we don't want to buy something else as we're low on funds at the moment. And there we are filled up with pig food. So let's go feed our pigs. It's getting late in the morning. I'm sure they're getting hungry by now. Woo! That was a nice Papa Wheelie. So the other thing that we could do is we could come over to this grain farm over here, the grain mill, and we could fill up on the grains and stuff that we need to feed our pigs, but we would have to do several trips. As I showed you in the mixture, it's not all included. We would have to provide them with the different elements that we need to make them 100% healthy and reproduce. The pigs will not reproduce unless they have a health above 50%. Something to keep in mind. And then feeding your pigs is going to be very easy. You just come over here and empty the pig food. Which way are we tipping? Right side. Okay, so we can do that actually. And you just come over here, push I, tip that food into the pigsty. And we're going to get out of our tractor. And as you can see here, it now shows us that we have 2,000 liters of food, and it will be the perfect mixture of things that we have that we need to feed our pigs. From here, their health is slowly going to go up. We are still missing one element though, and that is straw. And in order for these pigs to reproduce, they will not reproduce without the straw. I guess they need bedding to lay down and, do their thing. So let me show you how to feed the straw. It works exactly the same way. In order to get straw here, we are going to have to... We don't have a front loader on here. Unfortunately, and I don't believe we have the attachments on this one. Let's check our other tractor. No, the Warrior doesn't have any. Ooh, our Warrior is getting dirty. Look at that. So we don't have any front loader attachments on here. So we are going to go ahead and ditch our tipper. And let's figure out how to get some bales of hay over here. So the first thing you would want to do is, you don't need the square bale hay, you need dry hay. They need straw for bedding. Wheat straw to be specific. Doesn't matter which one you buy. These are bigger. I'll show you what I mean in terms of capacity. These are 9 and the circle ones are 5. So we're going to go with the big one. We actually are going to try to grab 2. And we are going to buy those for a price of $2,580. Leaving us with just south of $16,000. Which is not a lot of money. And now we're going to have to come up with a way that we can transport these. So I suppose that the easiest way at this point would be to... we'll rent a medium tractor. We'll get the cheapest one we can find. We'll customize it. We'll get the front loader, a quickie. We'll lease this baby for $2,000, $5,000. That's expensive, but we don't have a choice. And now we got to go back over to our attachments and go to front loaders. We'll have to pick the appropriate front loader. We'll customize this guy. And we will lease this as well for an additional $357. And then we're going to have to get a front loader attachment. And those are in a different spot. Those are right here in front loader tools. And you can see we have a couple of options here. We have the fork with grapple. Any of these will kind of work. I'm going to go with the bale spike, I think, so that we can kind of try to get two. And let's see how that works out for us. Yeah, we should be able to get two with this one, because this one actually, it goes back. This one I think opens and closes and allows us to pick up more things. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and lease this one too for an additional $30. That is a deal. And we will get to our store by pushing tab in our leased vehicle. Whew. This is like an old school looking tractor here. You can see there's our bales. We're going to have to drive up to our front loader here and attach it. Just like every other tool we use in the game. And we will attach our front loader attachment in the same manner. You just got to drive up to it. And you just got to kind of play with the... It takes a little bit to get used to this at first. How to operate these things, but it's not too bad. Okay, so we're gonna lower our pitchfork here. We're gonna get it at the right angle and see if we can grab two of these bales. It might be a tall order to get both of these on at one time. I think they're pretty heavy, but we're going to give it a shot so we don't have to make two trips. And you can see we're not kind of low enough here. Get a little bit lower. Tips. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, not yet. Go even farther down. Jam it in there. There we go. Tip it up. Bring it up a little bit. Tip it even more. And let's see if we can get this. We'll drive real slow so we don't lose that top bale. Any bump on this, it's probably going to kick it off. Just take it nice and slow. We're not in any rush. Our pigs are not of breeding age yet. Alright, looks like we made it safe and sound. Let's get over to our pigsty. And we're going to show you how to add this straw to the pigsty. So we're going to pull up in the same way that we add food to the pigsty. And all we have to do is kind of drop these off here, back off, and those will automatically go into the pigsty like so. Let's get out of our tractor here. And you can now see that the straw is about 20,000 liters almost. And this allows the pigs to reproduce. As you can also see, their health is gradually going up. This isn't going to be quick. It takes about a full month, a full day, whatever you call it, for their health to get to 100%. This is everything that you need to know about farming pigs. From this point, they're just going to reproduce. You got to keep them fed. You got to give them the nutrients they need, and they will reproduce fairly quickly. And you can sell the additional pigs for a good deal of profit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today on how to be a pig farmer in a pigsty on FS22. Stay tuned for new episodes and new tutorials, and we will be back soon.